Oh, we live Friday night, Yerrr, Blur Cartel. You know what I'm saying? Amazing Spider can't hear, aka Mr. AKA. Put your mama in the figure for a leg lock. 2-man power trip tonight with the Hollywood Sensei. Follow us on Facebook, IG, YouTube,
Yes, sir.
Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, and Twitch. Go download the latest episode of the Roundtable on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Music. Go stream What It Sound Like also on the same platforms also. So, and go watch the episodes on Facebook. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes,
Go
sir.
subscribe to the Twitch. Go subscribe to the TikTok.
Man, you already know it's your boy, Hollywood Sensei of the Blur Cartel, CEO status. We in the building. You already know where to find us. We on every social media platform. And then shout out to everybody last night that came through. You know what I mean? Welcome to Hollywood, John. We had crazy views, crazy likes on that, John. Over 300 comments for that shit. Like, shit was crazy. You know what I mean? So keep fucking with that, John. You want to see that? Make sure you subscribe to the Blur Cartel because that's the only place you want to see it. You know what I mean? But it's Friday night here. We about to get into this wrestling. It's wrestling.
Support it all. But Extreme Rules was in Philadelphia, but they debuted the WrestleMania 40. That's going to be at Philly. I'm going to it. I'm probably going to both nights if it's a two-man boy. So, I mean, I'm trying to save up that college tuition right there and head over there. So,
yes, sir.
Shout out to James Doe. We fucks with you heavy.
James Doe in the building.
But yeah, I'm saying I didn't go to Extreme Rules, but I did watch it though. You know, the funds was low that night, so I chose Dynamite. I don't regret it, but you pick and choose what you do. So that's how that happened. But WrestleMania, Philadelphia, Wells Fargo. No, it's not going to be Wells Fargo. It's Lincoln Financial Field. That's what it's fucking going to be at the link.
At the link.
Please make this a good card. It's probably going to be a 2-night, John. But I fucks with it. Get the likes in. If y'all watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, obviously get the likes in.
Yes, sir. Please make sure you hit that like button so the algorithm can bless us.
Yes, SmackDown in my background. Sami Zayn for Kofi Kingston, so don't mind that. But Extreme Rules, did you watch it?
Yes, I did. I watched the whole card.
What do you think was the weakest match on the card? You might be surprised by my answer.
Like the weakest match on this card.
Fuck reviewing the whole show. But what was the weakest match on the card?
I'm gonna keep it a bean. The weakest match was Ronda versus Liv. For me,
I don't think it was that bad.
Like it wasn't bad, but compared to all the other Jones, it was weak. I mean, that John it wasn't a bad match at all. And I usually don't like Ronda Rousey matches, but that John was good. But
telling me
it was weak.
Okay, my issues. I have issues with every match on here.
Oh yeah, every match had. You know what I mean, it was a little like the best match. If we're gonna be like for me, the best John.
Was it the fight pit?
It's between the pit and the strap match for me. You know what I mean?
The strap match finish was so
bad. The finish was horrible, but
the weakest match of the fight pit, it was underwhelming, but it wasn't the weakest. I mean, okay, the ladder match, I didn't like how Bianca, shout out what it sounded like.
Beyonce Belair, let's go.
Beyonce Belair is crazy. I didn't like how, the Donnie Brooke match was the best match, but I didn't like how Bianca wasn't really selling in the ladder match. She was just like running up the ladder, just like put some suspense on them ladder climbs. I know it's long overdue. We've seen a ton of ladder matches, but this was the first WWE female ladder match.
Right.
But she wasn't really selling too much, and I don't know if Bayley lost a step. It got me questioning a couple things, but
I mean that knee injury still it could be some lingering effects. You never know.
I don't know. It could be them thighs. It could be that ass. It could be that thickness going around. Maybe it's too much ass for her. be
Yeah.
going around. But that's neither here nor there.
Shout out to
But
Chico Bailey.
Ronda pitched thumbtacks in the Extreme Rules match, but Lord and behold, thumbtacks are banned in WWE.
Yeah,
So
when was the last time we got the thumbtacks?
I don't Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose in that stupid cage match. As far as I remember. Jericho was pulling thumbtacks out of his ass. That was one of his promos. But thumbtacks are banned in WWE, believe it or not. She went a whole finish power bombing, her getting power bombed on the thumbtacks while putting Liv in a triangle, and then she kind of like it's probably pretty much the same finish, but
Ooh, Legos. She.
not the Legos. But the strap match, the ending was horrible. Just pepper spray me, and then you just lose. I was like, all right.
I mean, I was.
I Quit match was predictable as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the only way you can win. It's like, hey, Beth got to be in there. I get it.
Concerto at the end.
Concerto.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the strap match ending was. But I ain't gonna lie, I was expecting the finish to be Karrion Kross getting pulled into a Claymore kick. You know what I mean? And then, a 1, 2, 3. But, they said, Scarlett, you go up in there, spray that man with this pepper spray. And
1, 2, 3.
we go end it.
So Fight Pit wasn't bad. It was just, I guess, underwhelming. I guess it just had the one spot where Riddle just jumped off the cage, and DC was whatever.
Right. Rollins with the broken ribs afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, it was... I like the Fight Pit was okay. It could have been way better. Like, I mean, it was a few spots, few moments in there that was fire, and but I was expecting that shit to be like an all out brawl, like, you know what I mean, blood everywhere, shit like that. You know what I mean? But nah, it was, and then with it, Rollins, yeah, he tapped out. What did he tap out to again?
He tapped out to a triangle.
Yeah.
Off taps.
He probably was fucked up. So I mean,
but
DC was okay.
If you watch Raw, right? Well, at the end, obviously Bray Wyatt returns, so yay for that. Bray Wyatt will be on SmackDown allegedly tonight. So you got the Wyatt Six. That could be a new faction. I'm trying to figure out who's the Wyatt Six. I think Eva Marie did something on Instagram where she said, "If I make this shot, I'll go back to WWE," and she threw like the
Lily doll in the trash.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's trying to see Eva Marie, but whatever. Maybe horny
Her
niggas.
third comeback?
Third comeback. I was fine with the second comeback. We didn't need to see that. But
budget cuts.
The only thing happened really on Raw, Brock came back, screwed over another black champion, and Seth fucking Rollins is the United States champion. Does he need the U.S. title?
I mean, all members of the Shield, got a title right now, so that's lit. But I mean, but do we need a title?
Renee Paquette is all elite.
I seen that happening.
Who gives a fuck? Right?
I mean, we got who over there? She over there. Soraya's over there.
He's cleared by AEW docs. These are the same docs that Z-packed CM Punk in 2011. So take that with a grain of salt. So, whatever.
Yeah, Saraya, I hope you got some good insurance, cause
we got that Geico, that State Farm.
I mean, a lot happening in AEW. Nyla Rose running around with the TBS championship. I mean, I like that.
I hope it turns into something, really, but I think Nia is the best person to run this angle. That's the one angle I don't like. Just like, I'm gonna take this person's belt and do something with it. I'm like, okay, it's either hit or miss, but I think it'll hit. Good Brothers come back to WWE.
Yes, I mean the club is back. You know what I mean?
OC is back. But funny if you mention it. Carl Anderson is still the never open weight champion in fucking New Japan. So yeah, that part. He has to drop that to Higaleo, I guess. Another person that should be in the bloodline, kind of, but okay. So New Japan WWE collab confirmed, right?
Is it?
I don't know. we gonna get Okada versus head of the table, WrestleMania 40, Philly.
That would be a lit
I'll
match.
take it.
You know what I mean?
I will take it.
I'm expecting the head of the table versus The Rock, but we'll see.
That part.
I mean, we'll see.
The Rock said he can still go, allegedly.
I mean, Black Adam out next week.
Shout out to Black Adam. Shout out to Black Adam leaks on YouTube. So, but I will watch it in theaters. I will support The Rock, even though he doesn't need any of my money because he's a fucking billionaire.
We need some of his money. Shit.
Give back to The Rock. We know it's at 39, the Jeremy. We get it. You should be on the fucking show, but nonetheless.
Jeremy, you definitely should be on. What's going on?
Let's look at this fire pick. This would be fire if he hadn't had them stupid ass.
Yeah, those two belts. The current belts, I hate them, Jones. I hate them, Jones. You know what I mean?
Bring this back.
It's just red and blue belts with big W's on it. Like, I mean, it's just like, come on, man.
The Rock's willing to bring back the DCEU. He's willing to bring back the XFL. He's willing to bring back anything. Just bring this shit back. Jesus Christ. But we got War Games next. So are these realistic War Games matches? So it'll be the OC and a random female versus Judgment Day. Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem likely to me, but
and the Bloodline versus Bray Wyatt and
the Wyatt Six.
Yeah. Or the
Wyatt does have new belts, but just bring Big Gold back. That's all you got to do. These both of these seem highly unlikely because one, the top is the female aspect, and two, just we don't even know what the fuck Bray Wyatt's gonna do coming back. I think Bray Wyatt should just face Karrion Kross, even though how typical it was seen, but whatever. I like War Games will be in there. Not your typical Survivor Series. So let's see what the card looks like. I still like the champion for the champion aspect.
Yeah, that was always my favorite part about Survivor Series was the champion versus champion. I mean, but I'm all for War Games though. I mean,
War Games. War Games. They're just missing people to say War Games.
Aisha, what's going on with you?
Aisha in the building. Hey, guess what? Orange Cassidy wins his first singles title, wins the All Atlantic Championship, even though
as he should. Let's go.
Even though all the flags are, I'll let that go. I had issues with AEW's belt designs. Fucking Jeremy Pierce showing up as the New Yorker was to say mad late.
Hola, was good. I worked at OT.
How you like the Orange Cassidy win the All Atlantic Championship with the All Pacific Championship if you count the Japan that's on there, but that's neither here nor there.
It was it was always obvious that when Pac lost the title, it was almost always going to be Orange Cassidy because they have sneakily they have really good chemistry together, Pac and OC, and it was just the conclusion of Pac cheating, and that now that the belt's off of Pac, Orange Cassidy. We know Orange Cassidy's popular, and the All Atlantic Championship is a traveling championship. So now you can use somebody as popular as Orange Cassidy and other promotions. And now Pac is free, so they can actually focus on building up the trios championships for when the Elite inevitably return.
Right, because our Orange Cassidy's still in chaos, so you can take it to New Japan and do some stuff with it. So he's randomly in chaos, but all right.
So
I'm still hopeful. WrestleMania Philly, Kachusuga Okada versus Roman Reigns, but whatever. I'm just putting.
Here's the thing. You got to take into account the relationship between New Japan and AEW.
Carl Anderson is still a champion in New Japan.
That is true, but
WWE
also
performer.
Triple H is. We know Triple H is a little bit more lenient, and would just let him defend the championship. But more than likely, Carl Anderson's probably going to lose it anyway.
He was supposed to lose it, but they still haven't wrestled yet.
He'll lose it. Do we really need a Omos and Braun Strowman feud?
Yes. No.
I hope Omos wrecks him. Actually,
the Mandingo fighter.
I do not like Braun Strowman.
Omos versus Braun. That's what we going to.
Did anybody else see this promo? Hangman and the Mox. Probably Hangman's best promo in 3 years.
Well, what about the one he cut against Punk?
Not the one.
That was pretty good, but this one was better.
Not the one we bladder Punk and just bring it up. He went into business for himself. Shout out to GC Mafia. Shout out to overall 99 Media.
What's going on?
I mean, it was a good promo.
I'm a man and I'm depressed and the meds aren't working. I need this championship. I'm a father. I'm a man. Did you just call me a kid? I'm a man.
That might have been the best. You know what I mean? The best promo.
A thought just passed into my brain. Blood Money's the next event. What are they going to do with Mansoor?
Brock versus Lashley, Blood Money. I like it.
Brock versus Omos versus Braun for Crown Jewel.
Jesus Christ. Probably.
That's the next event. When is I think Crown Jewel is in WWE. I think it's in a couple weeks actually.
November's.
Crown Jewel is the next one is
Fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental. So we about
November 5th.
Sheamus wins, and we get a Sheamus Walter 3.
Karrion Kross versus Gunther.
No, first of all, Karrion Kross is creator wrestler number 48 on the creator wrestler list. He's basic. He's average. Listen, I can't get past Adam Cole completely obliterating with that promo because everything he said is true. Kross is just basic in the ring.
Let's all give our high hopes to Adam.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to another Sheamus versus Gunther because those matches have been fire. Yeah,
Sheamus is going to win the third time around. Sheamus is going to win.
Off topic. I'm glad this shirt is still relevant.
Yowie. Let's get it.
How much that one cost you?
$10. It was
$10 because Reese bought the White Rabbit shirt. All it has is a White Rabbit on it for $35.
Shit.
That's how much JWTs cost, $35.
No, you wait for the sale. You wait for the buy one get one for $1, and then you go in. That's what you do.
What that say about Adam Cole up there?
He has a really, really, really bad concussion. It's like and it sounds like it's to the extent of
like Tua.
No, I can't remember. There was a player for the Flyers that got a really bad concussion, and he still had like 6 years left on his contract, and he just couldn't play anymore. Like it's that bad.
Got to miss vape in the building, but going into Forbidden Door, Cole had a torn labrum, and then he got concussed really bad. That's why the match ended shortly. In it the way it did, and then now he's just been out since then. So just like this is one of the things. Just like he just has to be 100% before he goes again. I think.
Yeah.
Get that recovery time. You know what I mean?
The fact it's amazing because they need all the stars. They need all those stars, but give them credit where credit is due that they can rely on Danielson, Jericho, and Moxley to hold the fort because you don't have Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, or the Young Bucks right now.
Can we just on a short note? Can we just say how Bobby Fish is this complete shit in Impact? Complete shit.
Shout
Shout out to Impact, shout out to Velvet Sky, just saying, they fucked up a Spike deal.
I saw some clip of him in it was a TikTok video of Bobby Fish in the Indies when he was at his indie show. He was like, Come on, God! Like no one like act like they knew who the fuck he was.
Don't do that to Bobby because y'all know damn well who he
Look
is. I
up,
don't do that to Bobby.
look up that video, bro. It was like
I
probably
saw
like
him in the
30.
Impact show, and nobody just gave a fuck. It's just
No,
like, is it?
bro, it was an indie, and it was like 30 people there, and he had to like grab the mic and was like, "Yo, what's up?" Like he had to just do some tip.
I
Think after the match, they had like a buffet, or they had a buffet out there, like with pizza and shit, and they had like Little Caesars pizzas. This man grabbed all the pizzas and then threw them outside.
Bobby Fish is done. You better call Trips. It's just like, listen, I can
Put
get
him in
Kyle over
put him in a diamond mine.
here. Diamond. Yo, Roddy's in a neck brace is like doing whatever on NXT. He needs to stop. Has anybody heard Booker T on NXT yet? I have.
I'm not. No, I am. First of all, no. Just
give me a shucky ducky quack quack during a Braun Breaker match, and then I'm game.
I checked the comments on what was it, Cage Shot Seats and all that shit, Square Circle. And it's like Booker T back on that bullshit.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Oh, Booker. Here we go.
Fuck off.
The Booker.
The Buck.
Man, all right, look. It was one thing. It was a video I made earlier this week that like really kind of hit off because it got a lot of interaction on it. But I did a top 5 people that I think that would end the reign in Roman's reign, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my number 5 was Riddle. And I said that's the wild card. I said only thing like it's the wild card because the only way he can do that is if he wins the Royal Rumble.
He can't challenge the step. He can't challenge while Roman's champion. He cannot challenge Roman for the championship at all.
If he wins the Royal Rumble, they ain't about to just say, "Nah,
still can't." That's the stipulation. He cannot challenge at all as long as Roman's the champion. That's the stipulation. I don't
remember him saying that if he
that's what Roman defend after the week after the Usos beat RK Bro. Riddle got a championship match, and the stipulation was if he loses, he cannot challenge while Roman's champion.
He's trying to say the Royal Rumble win would supersede.
It won't. It won't. Now
it won't. Wrestling. Anything happen.
Yeah, I mean, yes, and then at that point, if this really that serious, they wouldn't even let him compete for the Royal Rumble.
Well, he's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Then there's no point if he wins, and they just be like, "Nah, y'all made a deal. A deal's a deal.
A deal is a deal.
Business.
A deal is a deal."
Who's your number 4?
My number four was Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
I even explained how they would do it, and I said if Matt Riddle wins the Royal Rumble, you know what I'm saying, we was just arguing. I was like, they can't deny it, and then that'd be a good way to set up for for Randy to return and actually assist him. And my number three is why I think that the Usos and stuff won't be a problem. But number 4, I said Seth, especially since he just won the U.S. title, it would be a good setup for him to, like, if he did as the U.S. champion win the Royal Rumble, and if he do get a shot.
Let me talk to you.
Huh?
LA Knight. I'm sorry.
Okay. And if Seth wins the Royal Rumble as the U.S. champion, it could set up that Royal Rumble that, you know what I'm saying, they do a little rivalry before WrestleMania that, you know what I'm saying, Solo challenges for the U.S. title, and then they screw Seth over and he wins the U.S. title, thus putting more leverage on, you know what I'm saying, on Seth to go against Roman at WrestleMania for the title. And then the fact that hanging over Roman's head that he's never beat Seth in a championship match. Bam. That's 4. Number 3 was a tie because I feel like both ways can happen, but it depends on whatever, or vice versa, both these characters. And that's Sami Zayn or KO. And the way I say that was set up is, like I said, Royal Rumble. Like picture the last 3 that we see before the 30th entry. It'd be Sami Zayn in the Usos, and then Sami Zayn even promises that, promise Roman if he wins the Royal Rumble, You know what I'm saying? He'll just cancel his challenge or he'll just lay down at WrestleMania and shit like that. So last three be Usos or either somebody else and then at least Jimmy and Sammy, right? And the 30th person be Kevin Owens. And then Sammy be hit with a choice on whether to help out KO or help out Jay. And he chooses KO. And then KO ends up winning. And then KO goes to the WrestleMania. Or if Sammy goes to WrestleMania. And Sammy ends up winning and then decides that he ain't just going to lay down for Roman. And then he ends up winning with some crazy-ass wild card win at WrestleMania. Or all that could fail and everybody just do what they think they're going to do and go ahead and challenge the Usos. They team back up, challenge the Usos at WrestleMania for the tag. My number 2 was The Rock. Obviously, with the whole tribal chief thing, it all being about family, it should end right there with the two biggest earners or heads of the tables ever to go against each other and shit like that. That's The Rock. Number 1, Cody Rhodes. Come on now. And this whole thing is about fantasy legacy and shit like that. Cody Rhodes coming back, win the Royal Rumble, and come back at Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, challenge Roman, wins Roman, defeats all odds.
Now, let me ask y'all a question real quick. So we saw Cody come back, saw the pop he got. We saw Bray Wyatt come back, the pop he got. Now, who will have the biggest pop? You already seen Bray, Cody, Randy Orton. Will Randy Orton have a bigger pop than them two?
Yeah.
You think Randy gonna have a bigger return pop than them two?
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and there's been nary. The only mention that we get of Randy Orton is Riddle doing RKO and doing Randy's moves. They have not said his name.
Now here's my other question: will Big E have the biggest pop when he comes back?
See, now you throw Big E in there.
Yeah. Now that might. Yeah, if Big E returns, that pop might shake the building. You know what I mean? That might register on the record.
I'm hearing Bray Wyatt got the greatest
dog
of all time.
He didn't even walk out. I was there. He didn't even walk out on the stage. He was literally. So I'm recording, and I see them move the door to the front of the stage. So he didn't even come outside the door. He just literally stood in there, and all he did was take off his mask, and the fucking building erupted. It was for the first time in a very long time in the WWE arena, a legitimate sellout, and they had close to $1 million gate. I was there. There were no empty seats. It was crazy.
Now, was Bray Wyatt's return bigger than Triple H's return?
The Jean Jacket Triple H?
Double quad return.
Jean Jacket Triple H?
Yeah.
No. Honestly, it's not. There aren't many pops that come close to Triple H's return.
So was Bray's return bigger than John Cena's Royal Rumble return?
I was in college for that, and that was before. That was before we had like the IWC, so it was literally like there was no news about John Cena because he came back early from the injury.
Listen, Triple H's face tells you the whole. Tells the whole.
It was like Triple H, Carlito.
The only bigger pop that I can think of in all of those was the debut of Y2J on Raw. When that Titantron said the word Jericho, bruh. When that Titantron said Jericho, that was
Hollywood Rock. Hollywood Rock is up there also.
Love Hollywood Rock. That's my favorite rock. Also, shout out to Finn Balor getting the Rock Hill treatment with his music. We just gonna slow it down and add some bass to it. That's it.
Shout out to Jim Johnson. He's hurt. He's bitter. He said, "Fuck you, niggas. Y'all don't know how to make opening music."
The return of Bray Wyatt up next.
I think it looks like they're gonna show just what happened Sunday. Saturday.
Bray Wyatt's coming out to like 9:30, something like that. But all right, so as promoted, top 10 submissions in wrestling. So I will name some submission moves, and you tell me where they rank on the top 10. It could be any submission move. We're not doing finishers. But I will start with basic. I will start pretty nostalgic. Armbar. If you remember Chris Jericho Nitro doing this.
That's 10. That's 10. Just put that at 10.
It's outside of it's not in my top 10.
Yeah, armbar will be an honorable mention for me.
Armbar.
I mean, but if you're just naming 10, and we got to look at order.
10. I'm naming multiple submission moves, but we're
If
starting
you're
on
naming
armbar.
up to 10, and we got to place them, that I know that's going to be 10.
Just for nostalgia.
That's bottom of the barrel.
I'm doing the theatrics here. Okay, so figure 4. Where are we placing it?
Right in the middle.
Yeah, figure 4 is definitely higher than 10.
We know that. But where are you placing the figure 4?
I'll put figure 4 like 6.
5?
Yep.
Got to be like 3 or 2. It depends on what you say next.
We got a 5. We got a 3 or 2. Hollywood, what are we putting the figure 4?
I'll put the figure 4 at 6.
And you know my intro, put your mama in the figure 4 leg lock. I got 3 for the figure 4, just for this nostalgia. The sleeper hold.
4.
6.
Sleeper hold for me is a solid 10. I'll put it right at 10. Sleeper hold right at 10.
You put the arm bar over sleeper?
No, I don't got the arm bar in the top 10.
You put the arm bar in 10 at all.
I didn't put the arm bar in the 10. So no.
All right, so where are we putting the sleeper hold? Made famous by Roddy Piper, right?
I got the sleeper hold at 4.
I'm doing like, isn't it Cobra Clutch? Isn't the Cobra Clutch a sleeper?
No, and that's just me including all the variations, like the $1 Million Dream, like the sleeper hold.
$1 Million Dream is different because you can put the $1 Million Dream with the Cobra Clutch.
They're the same move.
Not really.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry. A rear naked choke.
A rear naked choke is just another variation of a sleeper hold.
No, because the Cobra Clutch is different.
I'm going to my library right now.
Hante May, remember that?
The Cobra Clutch. Sorry, I apologize. The Cobra Clutch and the rear naked choke are considered variations of the sleeper.
Different. It's a different hold.
Cam, I got it right here. It's on my screen. There are variations of the sleeper.
Fair enough. Just let me know your numbers.
I told you I got a sleeper hold at 4 because I could include all the variations.
Okay. Boston Crab.
2.
2?
Boston Crab would be a solid.
Walls of Jericho, bro. I told you, Walls of Jericho.
Sorry. Like 8 for me.
I like 8 for Boston Crab.
All right,
7.
If I put figure 4 at 2, then I'm putting Boston Crab at 3. Because the only other thing I can think is if you say is ankle lock. The ankle lock is number 1.
I see where you're at. All right, LaBelle lock.
Who?
The LaBelle lock, the yes lock, whatever.
So with the LaBelle lock, for me, right? Those are all just they're one and the same, like the Gargano escape and the Crippler crossface. They're literally the same move.
No,
just about
because I will say Ring of Saturn, Crippler crossface. I will say all STFU. I will name those differently. They're not.
Hold on. So the rings of Saturn are considered an armbar. They are a variation
double armbar
of an armbar. And then you said the crossface.
Crippler crossface.
The crossface is let me be sure. Crossface. The crossface is its own move. So there are variations of the crossface.
No, I'm asking right now the LaBelle lock.
Let me go to Daniel. The yes lock is considered a variation of the crossface. So the crossface.
We're going LaBelle lock just for this.
I'll give it the 9.
What is the LaBelle? What does it say the LaBelle lock is?
It looks like it's the crossface. It's a crossface.
It's a crossface.
Like Benoit's crossface.
It's the crossface.
Okay, so Crippler crossface.
If we are saying crossface, okay, then that means I'm putting.
Oh, that's number 2 for me. Crossface.
I'm about to say, I might have to put that number 2. Put Boston Crab number 3, and figure 4 number 4, and ankle lock number 1. So even if you say ankle lock,
it's at 5 on my list.
Texas Cloverleaf.
Let me see something.
8.
Don't say it's a variation of the sharpshooter.
8.
Hold on. Cloverleaf. The Cloverleaf.
I feel like that's a top tenner. It's probably like
I put Texas Cloverleaf at 10.
Sharp shooter.
Out of D. Malenko.
Sharpshooter, I thought was his own thing now.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
It is his own thing.
Or it was sharpshooter variation of Cloverleaf.
Sharpshooter. Then we go to here. Cloverleaf. The Cloverleaf, like I thought, is a variation of the sharpshooter.
It's a different move altogether.
Cam, but it's still a sharpshooter.
No, Texas Cloverleaf.
It's still a sharpshooter. It's just a variation of it.
Where do you put Texas Cloverleaf at?
I'm putting the sharpshooter number one.
Yeah, sharpshooter.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to put it at 9 because Dave Malenko, the only person I knew that was doing Cloverleaf like that.
Brown did it. What Sheamus did?
Brown did it.
No, I'm sorry. Sheamus did it. Not
Sheamus does it.
Did it? When the last time he did it?
He did it against.
He does it like every week in a match. It's a long match against the Cloverleaf. He did it last week against Gunther.
Yeah, he did it against Gunther last week.
Oh,
yeah.
the Brazilian tap.
The Brazilian tap.
The Brazilian tap. I'll put that at 10. So are we good at Texas Cloverleaf? What does he call it?
Shafty got the 10.
I have to put it. I'm gonna put it at 9, bro. I don't feel like there's some people that really
that's my girl.
Make it something like that.
It's my girl. I love Roxanne.
Where are we putting Boston Crab at?
I told you, we already said Boston Crab. I said I'm putting it at 4 now. It's at 4. No, it's at 3. It's at 3. It's at 3.
We're not gonna put it at 9. It's called.
I got it at 8 because I'm including all variations.
Including the.
You're not including the lion tamer, right?
The lion tamer is a variation of a Boston crab.
No, it's not. That's a whole.
Yes, it is. It's breaking the law. The laws of Jericho is the same thing.
Why do you keep challenging me on this? I know it's a variation of a Boston crab.
He puts his knee on your neck and calls it
It's a variation of a Boston crab.
Well, if that's the case, it gotta be higher then.
That's why I kept saying Boston Crab is at like 3, 4.
Okay. Cattle mutilation. Where are you putting that at?
Ooh.
It's not in my shit.
Ooh. Well, the cattle mutilation is another version of an armbar.
No, it's not.
It's here in front of me, Cam. It's here. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the definition.
You're just ruining the whole scheme of this show, and I love it.
It's great. I really like the fact he's doing that because I remember we had this conversation earlier with I was like, bro, if you said
actually, I'm sorry. It's a variation. It's a cattle mutilation is a variation of a chicken wing.
Oh, thanks. I didn't even add that yet. Shout out to Bob Blackman.
It's a variation of a chicken
mutilation. At
oh, chicken wing is definitely 6. Not in my top 10. Fuck that whole move.
The cattle mutilation is a bridging, grounded, double chicken wing.
Thanks. That has nothing to do with crossface. Ankle lock. Where are we putting it?
3.
Number 1.
I'll give it 3.
Okay, so I'm fine with
number 1. Number 1.
I'm fine with 3.
I'm putting number 1, bro. I ain't changing my mind on that. Number 1.
Where are we putting Roman just started doing this.
But what about
the guillotine?
Guillotine.
Well, that's a good one.
And don't say it's a variation of the sleeper, please.
I was going to say, what about the?
It's a rear naked choke or something like that, right? Or it's a chokehold.
It's a chokehold, but it's a chokehold, but it's his own chokehold.
Hollywood, what were you about to say?
What about Jericho's rarely used but very effective lion tamer?
We already said that. It's a Boston Crab.
He said it's a Boston Crab.
It's a Boston Crab.
It's a Boston Crab, bro.
Roxanne, let's go, baby.
Go ahead, guillotine. Where are we putting that at?
Not on mine.
It's not up there?
No.
9.
Guillotine, that's like an honorable mention for me.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, nah. I'm looking at the prestige of these holds, man.
But what about the full Nelson?
Ooh, that'd
Master
be
lock,
seven.
hurt lock.
That's
The master
seven.
lock.
You got master lock. You got the hurt lock. You got
put that at a solid
you got
5.
bubble. We got bubble ball. The bubble ball. So that's a full Nelson.
You can put that at 5 and be cool with it.
I put it at 7.
Not mad at that either.
So
No
what
love.
I say? Armbar. I said armbar. Texas Leaf at Texas Leaf at 9. What I put at 8?
How are we liking Tequila Sunrise?
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm gonna ruin it.
That's a rule. That's a single crab. That's a Boston crab. The subtext of the subtext of the subtext. How do you ruin? How you ruin the Rings of Saturn? By saying it's a come on.
I'm thinking. I'm just okay. I'll think broader because so my. I'll think broader. I'll stop being so technical.
No love for the mandible claw.
No, none.
No.
Give me the iron claw over the mandible claw. I want that.
Yeah,
a nerve pinch right there. Or the
we know the walls.
My number one is the Dragon Sleeper. That's my number one.
Oh, Ultimate Dragon.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Dragon Sleeper always my submission finisher on any WWE game. I create a character.
It's not my finisher, but a crouching submission move. I'm gonna go with Dragon Sleeper. I'm not gonna lie.
We're going Dragon Sleeper over the Sharpshooter.
That's me personally.
Sharpshooter is number 1 for me. You know
Dragon Sleeper's number 1.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If it's not Brett doing it, I don't want to see nobody doing that shit. So it's like I think that's gonna be. I think Sharpshooter is my number 8.
And I've got the.
I've seen so many terrible sharpshooters. We got the Rock. We got Sting. I don't want to see that.
What's the name of Punk's finisher again?
The Anaconda
Vice.
That's somewhere in my top 5 because that is one of my favorite
finishers. That's a variation of the crossface.
Get a triangle hold or whatever.
Triangle choke. What Taker do? The go-go platter.
Hell's Gate.
The Hell's Gate.
And then Brock got a submission too.
Hey,
the Brock lock is top 10 for sure.
But what about what about the bear hug? Why nobody ain't saying about the bear hug?
The bear hug will not make it the top 10. I'm sorry. And we're talking a Brock lock that's a stretch muffler.
It is a stretch. It is. That's pretty much what it is. It's a stretch muffler. It's a stretch muffler.
Now that's
what about the tarantula? The tarantula.
I forgot how tarantula goes. Actually.
It's.
Oh, I got You can't submit nobody with it.
Because you got to do it on the ropes. It's like you know what it is. It's the tarantula is pretty much doing the gory how the gory bomb starts up.
I know
doing that on the ropes.
Victoria does it.
Yeah, doing the gory bomb.
Does the torture rack go to the top 10?
Oh yeah, that was gonna be 6.
No,
that was gonna be 6.
We shit on the torture rack?
No.
I'm good on the torture rack. I'm good on that one.
No love for the torture rack, but you love the Brock lock. That's a stretch muffler.
It wasn't just because it was just a stretch muffler, because he would put you in a stretch muffler, but then he would sit on you and still bend you back. Remember when he made somebody kick their own head? I forget who it was. Brock when he did it.
Probably Zach Gowen because he had one fucking leg.
I think it was Zach. I think he makes Zach kick himself in the head with the Brock lock.
Out of the basic submissions, surfboard, bow and arrows. I know they're not going to make the top 10, but
come on, Roxanne.
Fair enough.
No love for the bank statement. So
it's a crossface.
It's a crossface. Now that's
why I said psych at the end.
The variation is good for the setup. What we naming for 10?
What about the executioner?
It's a sharpshooter.
No, it's not.
It's a sharpshooter. Edge's finisher is a version of a sharpshooter. Just like the Tequila Sunrise, Eddie's submission is a version of a sharpshooter.
I thought it was a head submission.
No, the execution is a version of a sharpshooter.
It's like to the
yeah, you're
side
right.
though.
What about
It looks just like the tequila sunrise.
what about a dragon tamer for Garcia?
Mm. Well, I told you, that's number one for me. That's me, the dragon
The
tamer.
Dragon Tamer?
That thing is brutal. Remember when Taker became Big Evil, the first he started doing the Dragon Tamer, and he was just choking out dudes.
Yeah, he was. He was just putting everybody under his armpit and just going with it.
I will put the bully choke on the top 10. Moxley.
Oh, the bulldog choke.
Yeah, the bulldog choke. Shout out to Brian Kendrick, Cruiserweight Classic. He was won most of his matches. Brian Kendrick.
Never forget that they didn't tell me Brian Kendrick did a burning hammer in the Cruiserweight Classic. And they was like, what? I remember the call. Corey Graves freaked out. He was like, what? He just did a burning hammer. And Brian Graves was like, fuck it, yo.
Killing niggas.
Like, what's the last time you seen a burning hammer? Well, Cody did one. Did one.
That's a different show, but the Cruiserweight Classic is the best tournament bracket in wrestling history.
Want me bring the bracket up for you? I got the bracket.
It's not the bracket; it's just the best matches.
Here's who was in the Cruiserweight Classic: Akira Tozawa, Alejandro. I named the people that you know: Akira Tozawa, Daivari, Brian Kendrick, Cedric Alexander, Drew Gulak, Fabian Eichner, Grand Metalik, Guru Shav, Jack Gallagher, Johnny Gargano, Kota Ibushi, Lindsay Dorada, Mustafa Ali, Noam Dar, Raul Mendoza, Rich Swann, Sean Mulatto, T.G. Perkins, Tajiri, Ciampa, Tony Nese, Tyson Ducks, Zack Sabre Jr.
They snuck Ibushi in there. They snuck them in there, and just like nobody just like said a word.
He fought
Cedric Alexander. As I was saying, Alexander got it signed. The Ibushi match.
Oh, there were qualifying matches, and then he fought Brian Kendrick in the quarterfinals. That's when they did the burning hammer in the quarterfinals.
All right, so
hold on. Who remembers what the finals were?
TJP
versus
I forgot who he was facing.
Grand Metalik.
L.
They also snuck Zack Sabre Jr. in there.
They snuck it. Jesus Christ. But all right, so who we have at 10? We'll go majority rules for this one. 10.
Armbar's not in my 10. I'm gonna go Boston Crab.
I'm not mad at it.
I said armbar.
Hollywood.
I mean, I was going with the sleeper, but I'm not mad with Boston Crab at 10.
Boston Crab at 10. Number 9.
Sleeper hold.
I'll go ankle lock.
No, for the leaf clover, Texas leaf clover.
Texas Cloverleaf at 9. I mean, yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Cloverleaf at 9.
8, I'll say sleeper hold.
What we had at 10?
I said armbar.
10 was Boston Crab.
Armbar.
Stop saying armbar. 8.
8, give me the sleeper.
Yeah, sleeper.
Cool. 7.
Sharpshooter.
I got the figure for a 7.
Sharpshooter.
We're not doing that.
Sharpshooter. He like, we're not doing that. Sharpshooter at number 7.
Yeah, 7 definitely not sharpshooter.
Figure for
triangle.
Oh, triangle hold was a part of this? Yeah, triangle hold.
At 7? Yeah. I'll take the triangle hold at 7.
Triangle at 7. 6.
Sharpshooter.
Stop saying that.
I'll go figure
I'm
4
playing,
at
I'm
6.
playing. Sharpshooter is where I'm at right there. I ain't putting nothing else. I'm not anything else. I don't think I'm putting
I can't say
sharpshooter
sleeper.
above.
Jeremy, number 6.
I'll go. All right. So we're
You got Hennessy in the building. What's going on?
no variations, right? So the actual move.
Yes.
Then I'll go with number 6. I'll go for me personally, the Regal stretch.
Not bad. Hollywood.
6. And the Regal stretch, that is a good one. I was saying the figure 4, but fuck it, let's go with the Regal.
You know the walls is a Boston crab, so that's at 10. We know. Shout out to Mike.
It's just like
Regal
just
stretch.
Yeah.
Not camel. Not.
We made Boston crab number 10.
Hold on. Where we putting camel clutch at? Because
we didn't say it. We didn't put it anywhere.
where we putting camel clutch?
I'm in favor of knocking out the Regal stretch for the camel clutch.
I can't knock out the Regal stretch. I can't knock out.
I knock out the Regal stretch.
I can't knock out the Regal stretch for me.
The Regal stretch for camel clutch. Regal stretch can go higher, Jeremy. Relax.
Not really.
No, because I got I got the camel clutch on 4 on my list.
Okay, so let's go Regal stretch for
6. All right. 5.
Now we're in the nitty gritty.
5. I got the Lion Tamer.
It's a variation.
You didn't. You told me not to be technical. The Lion Tamer is a lot more dangerous than the fucking Boston Crab.
5. Give me the. I'll take the ankle lock at 5.
I'm not mad at the ankle lock at 5.
Or the figure 4.
That's number 1.
Figure 4 should be 4.
It's only right. It's only
ankle
right.
lock at 5, Mr. Vape, or you still stuck at it being 1?
I'm still stuck at number 1. I said it before. I'm not going against it.
Rings of Saturn at 5. Anybody?
Rings of Saturn is number 10, where Armbar should be.
Never mind.
I'm good on the Rings of Saturn.
All right, so fun fact, that's one of the Rings of Saturn. It's one of my favorite finishers. So yeah, I have it in my top 5 for me personally.
Where's the Dragon Sleeper?
Dragon Sleeper for me is number 1. That's me personally.
No, I
number 2 for me.
Dragon Sleeper at number 4.
I put the Dragon Sleeper at 3.
Damn. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 for Dragon Sleeper. Okay.
It's a great finisher, yo.
Okay, so that's fine, but we still need a 5. A solid 5.
I said Lion Tamer.
With the ankle lock at 5.
Sharpshooter.
Stop saying a sharpshooter.
Where y'all gonna put sharpshooter? Number 1?
I got sharpshooter number 2.
I'm putting sharpshooter number 1.
Sharpshooter's number 2 on my list.
That's why you trying to fight for it.
Sharpshooter number 1 on my list.
Look, sharpshooter on it.
I like the ankle lock at 5.
Sharpshooter got 1.5 good users, bro.
Minus 5 stars. Ankle lock at 5. We good for that?
Nah.
Yeah, ankle lock at 5. Let's get it.
It's not 5 on my list, but I'll say I'll go with you. Go with you.
Thank you. Now figure 4 at 4.
I got camel clutch at 4.
Yeah, I'll take figure 4. Shout out to Ric Flair.
Figure 4 at 4, me or camel clutch?
Camel clutch at 4.
Legato.
I'm fine with camel clutch at 4. What's 3? Figure 4?
Yeah.
I got the Rings of Saturn at number 3.
Yeah, figure that's 4. Getting out of here. We gotta do
now
that.
Now we're shitting on the figure 4.
I told you I had to figure 4 or 7 on my list.
Number 3. Figure 4 is number 3. He said Ring of Saturn. I said no.
I'll take figure 4 over the Rings of Saturn any day.
What'd you say?
Give me the figure 4 over the Rings of Saturn.
Give me the Rings of Saturn over the figure 4.
What's number 2?
Sharpshooter.
Number 2, Dragon Sleeper.
Dragon Sleeper. Vape.
Number 2 is what y'all said. The Boston Crab was number 9. Y'all number 2 is my number 9, and y'all try to have number 2 should have been number goddamn 7.
Lion Tamer can be up there.
Huh? Y'all got Lion Tamer at number 9.
No, we got the Boston Crab at number 10. We can put the Lion Tamer anywhere on here.
That is a Boston Crab. Look, we ain't about to do that.
All right, we're going Dragon Sleeper Sharpshooter.
I'll take the Dragon Sleeper at 2.
And I got the shooter at 1, Dragon Sleeper at. I got the shooter at 2, Dragon Sleeper at 1.
Fair enough. Anywhere you slice it.
Number 1 for me is the shooter.
They ain't even put the crossface up here.
I would take off the Regal Stretch for a sharpshooter and just call it a day.
I'll take off Regal Stretch for
crossface.
Actually, I would take out Triangle and put Regal Stretch down, and then put crossface at 6.
Because think about how many people. I'll think about how many people actually do the triangle.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that could do that.
So we take out Triangle and putting Regal Stretch down at 7, put crossface at 6.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sounds good to me.
And then switch up Regal and the sharpshooter, and then straight.
Right.
The hate for the sharpshooter is so real.
It's like all right. Let's name some good sharpshooter users. Brett. All right, that's done.
Brett, Sting.
That's it.
Tyson
Cesaro's the
Natalia. Anybody that's ever come out of the fucking dungeon.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko, Benoit.
Not anybody but the Rock.
Benoit was all right. Okay, I'll give you Benoit. Then Malenko's was he did a better 4-leaf clover. He did a better 4-leaf clover. That's why his shit was an alternate. I'll give you Natalia too. Okay, I'll give you 3 good users. Matter of fact, 4. Man, you know what? All right.
There's 5 people.
He who not show. I mean, he Voldemort now.
Who? Owen?
Benoit.
Oh,
I'm about to say
Tyson Kidd, Natalia, Cesaro, Sting, Brett.
Just say anybody that's ever trained in the dungeon.
Right. Jesus, this fucking match. All right, so that was Friday Night Yerrr. Stick around, Mr. Vape is listen. Head-to-head GM mode. We're gonna try this tonight.
Kayla, jeez.
Hopefully we could draft tonight. Draft SmackDown, Raw. Well, you might take NXT. I don't know.
Y'all doing this again?
No, we're actually doing the GM thing on it. We're actually going to stream it.
Okay.
Now if you want to be an insider on there, help Mr. Vape out.
What's going on?
We're gonna try and do GM mode, Raw versus SmackDown.
All right. Well, goddamn it, I need to get something to eat first. But
you let me know when you're ready, and then we could try and make this work. But main spider can't hear. AK Mr. AK. Put your mind on the figure for a leg lock. Blur Cartel. Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, Twitch. There you go. Mike Hennessy might show up. Hollywood might show up for the draft.
Man, just let your boy know. You know what I mean? I ain't doing shit.
I told you I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that universe mode. Make my own NXT and download everybody.
We're gonna get there. Let's just draft these guys and then we're gonna streamline them over. That's the goal.
On GM mode? I don't know. GM mode. All right. You're gonna have to guide me because that shit is garbage to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's just see if we can do GM mode.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen a good GM mode on any wrestling game since 08.
We're gonna try. Let's try. Let's figure it out.
No, I played it a little bit. Like I've done like 20 weeks on that shit, and I was just like, this does not give me good memories at all.
Are we all getting Fight Forever?
Try tonight, God damn it! That's what we're gonna do.
Fight Forever? What's that?
Fight for not that AEW shit.
I'm getting it. I'm gonna get it. Fuck it.
I know you are because you're
Liv. Oh look, Liv's going extreme. Sonya Deville's dead.
Extreme Morgan, let's go.
Jeremy Pierce, where you can find you at?
Jeremy Pierce, High Risk Wrestling Podcast every Saturday. Tomorrow's show is part 2 of our spooky season. Because it's Halloween, and then we're getting closer and closer to episode 100. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that just yet, but we're gonna do episode 100 coming up in a couple of weeks. I think we're on episode 94 tomorrow, and then we'll get 2 more episodes up of the Filthy Casual. In November, we'll be doing our Survivor Series game show, and we'll have our reigning champion Hollywood Sensei. See if we can keep that championship. You can find me right there. Just go to Twitter, and it'll take you to every other place because that's where the link tree is. But love talking this wrestling shit, man. It's fucking doesn't stop, and it's gonna be some stuff going down on Rampage tonight. So there you go, Tony Khan spending more money.
Right, he's spending the money on a Renee Paquette. But
spend that NFL money.
Mr. Vape, we can find you at. Besides here later on doing my DM. I'm gonna try.
Mr. Vape 90 on any platform, especially on TikTok, Mr. Vape 90, or you can go to Mr. Vape 92 if you want to hear me talk about anime. If you want to hear me talk about wrestling, go to the Vape 90, where I also do my promos on SMW. Feel me, for Nico Vibes Twitch, the social media wrestling WWE universe. You can find my superstar there. And for your Game of Thrones content, you're going to have to go to Vapor Thrones.
Sunday's the finale, baby.
Pause.
What Friday is the finale.
Listen, Mr. Shaw. Listen, Mr. Shaw. The more, the merrier.
Listen.
I'm trying to get. I know I got at least 3. If I can get my boy Tyler, that will make 4. You will make 5. I can get 1 more. I can do 3 2-man teams, and we can just listen. I come prepared with the trivia.
What system?
Listen,
we stream.
Everybody, what you?
We stream. I recorded, and then I uploaded onto my YouTube channel. Hollywood. Listen, they beat Reese. Cam put up a valiant effort in the finals against Hollywood.
Well,
but it was a couple SummerSlam questions that was just like, who was in the first chamber? Who was on Team WWE versus the Nexus?
Damn.
Yeah, some of them was like, you had to go into the think tank. Like, God damn, bro.
How many years ago? And I only did the year 2000 up until now. I ain't even do nothing old.
Yeah, I can do the old shit too, though. So I can fuck with that now.
Can you name who was in the? Mr. Vape? Can you name who was in the first Elimination Chamber match?
First Elimination Chamber match. It was Goldberg. It was Goldberg, HBK, Triple H, RVD, Booker T, and Kane.
You are missing. You got 1 person wrong. Say it again. Say it again.
Right? I got Booker T wrong.
No, Booker T wasn't in the first chamber.
I think Kane wrong then.
Kane was in the first chamber.
Then I must have got RVD wrong. No,
RVD was in the first chamber.
And the beat goes on.
Okay, it wasn't Goldberg. It wasn't Goldberg then.
It was not Goldberg. Goldberg was in the second chamber.
If it was Goldberg, it wasn't Goldberg. It was Jericho.
Jericho was in the first chamber.
I was about to say, and the beat goes on.
There you go.
All right, so Hollywood Sensei, we can find you at because we.
Hollywood Sensei.
If we get this shit going.
Sensei of the Blur Cartel, man, CEO status, reigning champion. Still got to pick that next topic for the Filthy Casual episode. You know what I mean? Just let me know when you need that. I got you. But yeah, you can find me anywhere where the Blur Cartel is, bro. Anywhere, we everywhere. You know what I mean? Every social media platform. I'm on every show Monday through Sunday. I mean, I'm on all these joints. And when I'm not on here, you can find me Hollywood_Sensei 215 on TikTok. You know what I mean? Sensei Hollywood on Twitter. You know what I mean? Hollywood_Sensei on Instagram. You know what I mean? And then make sure you check me out every Thursday at what it sound like, 7 p.m. Welcome to Hollywood 845.
Welcome to Hollywood. Like that.
Mr. Vape, set up the system so we can get this shit running. Just let me know that nigga dip. But hopefully we can draft tonight and I'll let y'all niggas in. But Does that deserve a pause? That might deserve a pause. Fuck it. But we get here. We riding. It's Friday night. So might do a draft tonight for GM mode. But we'll be back on later. Shout out to everybody.
Yes.
Shout out to YouTube.
Also tonight, catch your boy on that Tavin No Kevin podcast over on Blurred Approved Entertainment. You can catch me on that, John, man. I'm be on.
Oh yeah, he'll be on. Let's see what Bray gonna do tonight. So I'm gonna sign off. Blurred Approved Entertainment. We'll be back tomorrow. Be make it make sense and after dark. So tune in for that. We out of here. I don't even have the end. I do have it.